hello, you guys. I know y'all ain't see me in a minute, and I went live super early, so I didn't have to talk to nobody. Look at this head. I'm not gonna get it maintenance until almost right before I leave. So y'all just gotta deal with all of the. Anyway, happy full moon. I feel the full moon. It's like this strangeness that's happening. It's like you feel like something's impending, but you can't put your finger on exactly what it is. Like when it's gonna rain, or if something's about to fall, or whatever. That's that feeling that I have today. So I think, no, I can't even tell y'all that I'm out of hermit mode. I'm probably still in hermit mode. I don't even trust my own decisions right now. It's okay. You know, we got Mercury retrograde literally opposing the full moon. Okay? They across the street from each other like, yo, you know, you got the full moon with mama bear energy, like don't you mess with my house, don't you mess with my kids, blah blah blah, right? And then you got Mercury retrograde over there in the government energy and the powers that be energy saying I could do whatever the hell I want because I'm in charge. And then it's literally creating this conflict where you've got people becoming mama bears and governments trying to like really flex their authority. And it's one of those things where, you know, oh, somebody been picking on you at school, tell me who it is. Not only will I handle them, but I will handle their mama, sister, brother, whoever. Like, because you know, for you moms out there, you know that energy that your kid was being picked on or whatever, and you ready to just tear up everything and everybody, like anybody who was even remotely involved. And that's what the collective is feeling like right now. Okay, like mama bear, you know, somebody done did something and it went way too far, and now you're like, nah, I was cool, but I ain't cool no more. Now I'm finally ready to stand up for myself. And for y'all that don't know, the full moon is in Cancer, and Mercury retrograde is in Capricorn, right across the street. So Cancer energy will let you like throw jabs at it for a certain period of time, and then it'll unleash the Kraken on you when you least suspect it. So a lot of the people in the collective may have been allowing, okay, there's some people that have been allowing the jabs, allowing the disrespect, the whatever it is that you shouldn't have took in the first place. Your time limit, your patience, everything has run out, and you're like, oh, now you got me messed up. Oh, I must need to show you who I am. Yeah, you got authority, but guess what? I got authority too. You know what I mean? It's like that. You know, from a mom's perspective, even though people think that moms try to interfere with a whole bunch of stuff and they're super overbearing and controlling, because some can be, a lot of times we'll sit there and we'll let stuff slide because we want life to teach, right? We'll let stuff slide, and then at a certain point, people get comfortable with Cancer energy. That's the problem. You know, people get comfortable with Cancer energy because Cancer is sitting here letting stuff slide, and they're so nurturing, and oh, they'll always be there for me. They're going to always take care of me. And then bam, all of a sudden, Cancer is like freaking some kind of 7-headed monster. They don't want to tell you to clean your room again. That's the last time. They gonna lose it on you. And the collective is basically losing it on the powers that be, because they're done with whatever mandates, whatever may be happening wherever you are. They messed with the wrong thing, the wrong person. Something crossed a line, and now this Cancer energy is forcing people to actually show up when they were just kind of chilling in the background while everything was going down. So all of you beautiful star seeds and light workers who felt like you were the, only ones trying to stand up for yourself, you are about to get reinforcements, because there's people waking up and there's people that are going to start standing in their own authority. But it's only because they're threatened. It took that one thing. It took this thing. It took that thing. Sometimes it takes a lot before someone will stand in their authority. And not everybody's going at the same time, waking up at the same time in the same way. So we got to have compassion, right? But my advice to y'all, while we got this whole mama bear situation going on during this full moon cycle, your affirmations, these are your affirmations, okay? I am emotionally grounded, okay? Because we want to use the I am here. I am emotionally grounded. I am secure physically, emotionally, and spiritually, okay? I am enough. I have enough. I trust source, God, whatever word you use. And I am divine authority, particularly. I am divine authority, okay? So that gives you an idea of what you could say to yourself in moments where you feel triggered emotionally, where you feel betrayed, stepped all over, because some of you are going to go through this in order for your authority, for you to stand in your divine authority, just period. You're going to go through it. You know who you are because you've been allowing something for too long. So instead of snapping and creating a 48 hours episode, decide that you're just going to say no this time, and you're not going to care how people react. And that during the time that the other people or the other person or situation is throwing a fit, you're going to affirm to yourself, I am divine authority. I am secure. I am safe. I am whatever you have to tell yourself so that you don't snap on that person. I feel like this next couple of weeks is going to be emotional mastery. Okay? Like, we are all going to get a huge lesson in mastering our emotions, knowing when to respond and when to not even get into it. And we want to take it back in order to go forward. So let me tell y'all something, because they just said take it back in order to go forward, and I got like a million different things. So when you take it back, because Cancer energy, I love y'all, but this is your shadow. Cancer energy, it's hard for them to let things go that happened in the past. And we're dealing with a Mercury retrograde. So a lot of times this energy doesn't even have to be dealing with a current situation. This could be something coming back up that's hurtful from the past, that you took personally or you felt some kind of way about, and Spirit is really trying to help you see that differently and think differently about that, because again, going back in order to move forward, you got to remember your thoughts become words, become action. So I feel like there's a mental switch up, a mental cleansing and clearing that's going to be happening too. It is a full moon cycle. Releasing is the name of the game, but not in the way that you think. You're not going to really need to sit there and light a candle and do some kind of whole ceremony to release stuff. It's going to happen, but it's going to happen through real life emotional triggers. You're going to just simply notice, whoa, why am I responding to this way? Hold up, this don't even feel right. It don't even seem right to the new person that I am. It's stuff that you didn't see before, you weren't paying attention to before, but it's coming up again now. And you're going to be like, what? Oh no, we got to get rid of that. Like, you're going to be in your authority and take out the trash, really. And she said, wait, hold on. I don't even know if it's a she or a he. It's like when your pocket gets hung up in the dryer knob and you got to go back and get free. Yeah. Like when you slam your dress in the door and you get clothesline. So yeah, we are literally getting so much help from Source right now with changing the way that we think about certain emotional events that happened in the past. Any emotional events that may be happening in the now that's triggering emotions from the past, and understanding that this is not the same situation and you've already been through that lesson. Because that Capricorn energy is about lessons too. Again, you've got Cancer full moon with Mercury retrograde in Capricorn, so you're going to get emotional lessons, and through those lessons there's going to be this release. Okay, I feel like you should have like a personal pampering kit for when the universe hits you with these lessons. You need to, like, literally, how preppers be buying food and flashlights and stuff. You need you need Cancerian stuff. Whatever your little snacks are, your little comfort food, you need to get you a little bin, right? And put emergency on it for when you want to have a meltdown, okay? And what I want you to do is put all of your fluffy blanket, your snacks, your whatever you like to drink, whatever the case may be. Put this stuff in the bin and like tape it down or something, and say something like, how they say you can't like only break this glass in emergencies when you need like a fire axe or something. I don't know, but write a note on the top saying emergency only break the seal in emergencies, right? Because you are going to have a moment. Okay, a lot of y'all probably looking at me like right now saying, nope, not me, I'm flying high, right? You're gonna have a moment where you start seeing colors and you forget who you are. Like, your whole divinity gonna be knocked to the side and you're gonna be like, hold up, nah. It's literally gonna be like somebody just like freaking right hooked you out of nowhere for no reason, and it's just so disrespectful. And you're gonna have to figure out if you want to get into that fight or if you want to step back, walk away, go the opposite direction. And instead of getting into that fight with that situation or person, take it up with spirit. So if somebody tells you something hurtful out of anger, blah, 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 you just look at them, you shake your head, and then you go and handle yourself in your walk-in closet, at somebody's house, in their basement, whatever. You take your little emergency kit and you lock yourself away until you're okay. Okay, it's like when vampires, try to control not biting people. It's gonna be like that. It's that intense, okay? Somebody somewhere is going to say something or do something to you where you are going to feel like you need to bring enough defense for the last like 2 years of not defending yourself. It's literally like bringing a nuclear bomb to a knife fight. it's going to drudge up so much stuff that doesn't have anything to do with that situation. And if you're aware, you will check yourself right then and there and say, hey, whoa, I just opened a Russian nesting doll of shit. Hold on, I need to go handle this. This is not okay. We're going to see how mature you actually are. You know, a lot of us think we've grown. Well, we're about to see if we have grown. A lot of us think that we have figured out how to nurture ourselves. Well, we're about to see if that's truly the case, or we've been secretly still codependent on others, okay? Because the truth is literally going to be like coming out about who you are and how you express your feelings and how you stand in your authority, and you know, if you've learned the lessons that you've really learned, or if you lied in order to get on the ride. That's what they said. You lied about how tall you were to get on the ride because you wanted to get on that ride so bad. You know, cancer with them snacks and cravings and things, they can be strong. So strong to where you know, you don't think about it. You're just like, I want it. You know, I want this, and I'm not going to think. I'm not going to have any common sense. So yeah, it's you're about to go on a amazing cosmic, for some of you, cosmic emotional journey. They're showing me some chakras, you guys. So definitely heart chakra action, solar plexus chakra action. I'm getting sacral chakra action as well. So if you're wondering about what chakras to love on, those would be it after you've done a full chakra clearing and cleansing, of course. I would stay personally, look, if I was you during this full moon cycle, I would stay away from alcohol of all kinds, whether it be wine, liquor, because even though you usually would be able to tolerate it, you know how like stuff like tequila will make certain people, they just want to fight when they drink tequila. Well, just imagine that everybody would have that reaction if they drank alcohol. Just all of a sudden, all of this stuff. And some of y'all are going to drink anyway. That's your path. Because you're supposed to drink, get all up in your feelings, and then decide whether you're going to get into it. Some of y'all have to get into it. That's part of your path. Or you're going to take it up with spirit. But either way it go, your feelings are going to be like put in your face. How you really feel about stuff, because some of us lied, including me. Some of us lied about how we really felt about things. Okay? And with the collective situation, oh, this is brutal. And a Cancer will tell you, I'd rather you tell me the truth than to lie to me. Like, don't worry about hurting me. A Cancer will tell you that. But then when you tell them the truth, they will never forget it, and they will be so hurt. So that's what the collective did with the government. The collective was like, okay, you know, I'll wear a mask. Okay, you know, I'll get the jab. Okay, you know, I'll, you know, follow these mandates, blah, blah, blah. These are just examples because that's what I'm pulling right now. And now they're like, look, this been going on too long. This was supposed to be 2 weeks. This was supposed to be this. And now they're feeling insecure. Now they're feeling like there's change happening. You know, the water was just warm at first when they got in. When the authority told them to get in the pot, it was a jacuzzi. They were like, oh yeah, this feels good. And then it started bubbling, and it was like, hold up, am I cooking? I didn't sign up for this. You don't know what you signed up for. People cooking now, they hopping out the pot, and they're like, whoa, you said this was a jacuzzi. So they're realizing it's not, and they're like, oh, nah, you know. So believe me, you will have people coming to you that attacked you about not getting, the jab if you didn't get it. And they will be coming to you now, telling you, hey, I see why you didn't do this and I see why you didn't do that, because they see now. This ain't for everybody, but there's a lot of people, whether it be about what the government's doing or whether it be about something way, way in the past. Because remember, Saturn is over there next to that Mercury retrograde, okay? There will be people that are coming to apologize, to let you know that you're not crazy now that they've awakened, but then there's also people coming to check and see if they can still be codependent on you now that they're having an awakening, but they're not trying to do the work. So you have to use your discernment. Feel it out with that Cancer energy. You're going to be super sensitive and psychic anyway. You'll know if somebody's just coming around, sniffing around just to get you to do everything for them, or if they're really genuinely going through something and trying to do the work. You'll know. And I tell people this all the time. If somebody contacts you that you never wanted to speak to again, or whatever the case may be, your authority is up for question right now. If you are standing in your authority, you should be able to have a conversation with that person without reattaching to them. Because it's not always about you and your karma. It's also about them and their karma as well. Okay? And what you need to realize is when people come back around, they're either testing to see if you're still stupid. I have to say it like that. Or they've really changed and they want to apologize and they don't want anything from you. But you'll never know if you don't have that, if you're not brave enough to have that conversation. Because Cancer has a shell. It's the crab. It wants to protect itself. And when things start changing around a Cancer energy, it gets like really, really reclusive and just wants to protect itself. And it wants to close down and all this and that. Now is the time to love your hardest and really understand what unconditional love is and compassion is. It doesn't mean that you got to let people back in your life so they can be codependent on you again, blah, blah, blah. But take this moment, because I did this in the Telegram group with the people in the group. Take this moment to ask yourself, pick anybody that you would never want to talk to again. Pick that person. Imagine that person calling you and wanting to apologize. Don't think about whether they're full of crap or genuine. Just think about the idea of ever speaking to that person again, and feel your body and your emotions. What emotions come up? What does your body feel like when you even think about the thought of connecting with that person? Because right then and there, you will know whether or not you have healed or transmuted that energy. And if you feel constricted, if you feel like no, if you get angry and all this and that, you can take the time to work that out with Source before that possibility of that person talking to you or reaching out to you ever happens. And in some cases, when you do the work, you won't have to talk to that person. That person won't need to talk to you. The whole purpose of the person coming to have that moment with you is because it's to clear your karma too. It's for you to really be done. So it's for both of you. But if you don't allow it, guess what? It's going to just stay there and grow into this awesome monster that's yours. It belongs to you. Okay? So yeah, water is going to be your friend. Because some of y'all are, again, the flavors in your mouth, you're going to be craving particular things. A lot of you ladies, you're going to be having pregnancy symptoms even if you're not pregnant. Some of y'all might gain weight. messing around. Oh man, it's just a whole bunch of you know, when it rains it pours type energy, but it's happening within us. But it's the whole purpose is for it to be released. So let yourself cry, let yourself be angry, but don't let yourself get violent and aggressive. You see what I mean? That's why I say remove. If you don't feel like you're gonna have any control over yourself, remove yourself immediately. And be angry and stuff with just you and source, because source will take all of that from you and transmute it. Okay, you need to feel your feelings, but you don't need to project them on other people or even take action on them if they're of a negative nature. Okay. um some of y'all are good. I mean, grown. I'm seeing grown men just breaking down, like crying, like seriously. Y'all are gonna have a moment where you realize some things, and wow, like it's gonna be pretty powerful. I feel like the whole collective is gonna feel this healing. That's gonna be amazing. Like, if you were the type of person that didn't appreciate your mom, all of a sudden you're gonna appreciate your mom. Like, you're gonna have, your eyes are gonna be open. You're gonna see stuff you didn't see before. Cancer is mother energy too. And then, you know, the same with the father, because both parents are at play here. There's healing with the father with Capricorn on the other end. So if you're the type of person that thought your parents were just horrible and they didn't actually like do any bad stuff to you when you were a child, I'm talking about they were just strict and you didn't like it and you thought they were just horrible, right? You're gonna realize all of the things they taught you, and like the method to their madness, all of that stuff is gonna become clear. So that's awesome. There's a lot of both sides, you know. There's gonna be people who've been standing in their authority and who've been honoring themselves and loving on themselves. You're just gonna get more of that. And the people who are just now showing up for themselves, they're gonna be getting flowers for the first time. You know, when I say flowers, anything, you know, that honors you, you're gonna be receiving this energy for the first time, and it's just gonna burst your heart chakra right open, you know. But it's only because you finally stood in your power and you had to realize that even when you say no, you're still loved. Even when you can't show up, you are still loved. Because we've been programmed with conditional love for so long, it's hard to let that go. It's hard to understand that even when you look crazy and you can't do nothing for anybody, blah, 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 you are still loved and you're still important to, number one, source and your guides and your guardian angels first of all, and then anybody that's around you. They may not be saying it, but you matter to them. So there's going to be this big energy of you matter, you're important, blah blah blah, but you're going to have to go through some things in order to get there, because you're going to be triggered, because the whole point of this energy is to get you to understand that you're important and you matter and you're loved, and that not only can you nurture yourself, but you can nurture others, and you don't have to be hurt in order to do that. And there's nothing to fear. And that shell that the crab has is not, is, you have the shell. So you don't need to hide. You have the shell to protect you. Because crabs be acting like they don't have a shell. Y'all Cancer energies. Y'all be hiding. Y'all got claws and everything. You got all the tools you need to stand up for yourself. But the nature of a crab is to go in a hole, you know, because again, who has time to waste energy like physically fighting somebody. That's the mentality of a Cancer. Like, yeah, I know I can protect myself, but do I feel like it? Am I gonna get a reward for this? Is somebody taking me out to eat after this fight? Like, what is this? And on the other end of this, you have this authority energy, the father energy, in Mercury retrograde with Venus retrograde. I ain't even mentioned that Venus saying, do you understand the expression of love when it comes to authority figures in your life? Like, do you understand it, or do you just think that they're like that evil teacher from that book with the little girl that was popping the gum, and I think she turned into a dragon or something? Like, do you think that they're worse than the worst teacher you ever had in school? Like, are you able to see the love through authority figures that are close to you in your life, like family? Or are you blocking it? Yeah, it's very interesting. I didn't even know I was gonna do this video today, but I think we went in. I didn't even plan on doing this, so I guess y'all needed to hear it. But I thank you so much for watching. Love on yourself so that you can love on others. And again, in emergencies, dial 911 and extract yourself immediately. Handle your feelings with spirit. You'll be all right. Stay away from alcohol. It ain't gonna do you the same. Bye, loves.